show you how to make these cute little hearts, these little heart appliques. These are so quick and easy to make, and you can attach them. You can either sew them, or I use a hot glue gun and hot glue them to things like cup cozies. You can put them on hats, baby items, blankets, all kinds of stuff. I'll show you a cup cozy that I have here that I made and attached one. This one's purple, and I used a white one. So I do, some people say, how do you attach them? Some people, you could easily stitch them on with your tail of yarn and stitch around the edges, or you could use a hot glue gun, which is what I prefer because it's faster, and trust me, the hot glue gun will hold it on there very well and it does not come off. So we will jump in and get started. Any worsted weight yarn will work. I'm using I Love This yarn, and then I'm using a 5.5 millimeter or an I hook, which I mean basically any yarn with its corresponding hook will work. This is just what I'm using. Okay, so I'm gonna set that there and we're gonna jump right into this. Okay, so to make the heart, I'm gonna start by making a magic circle. To do that, I'm going to take my yarn with my tail to the left. So I'm gonna take this working yarn and I'm gonna make a circle. I'll loop it up and make a little circle like that. Then I'm gonna take my hook, put it in the middle of the circle, go under, and grab the working yarn. And that is how you make a magic circle, and you can chain one to secure that magic circle. And I'll do it once more so y'all can see. So my tail is going to be to the left. Here's my tail. I'm going to make a circle. Going over. Put my hook under the side. And then grab that working yarn. And then I'm going to secure it with a chain one, and that is how you make a magic circle. And then when you get your stitches in there, you can just pull the middle closed. So to start, for the first row of our little heart, we're going to single crochet 6 stitches into our magic circle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So then I'm going to pull the tail and close the middle of that circle up. So for round 2 of our little heart, we're going to single crochet into the first stitch. And then we're going to do 2 single crochet in the next stitch. And we're going to repeat that twice more. Single crochet into one stitch, 2 single crochet in the next stitch. And once more, single crochet in one stitch, 2 single crochet in the next stitch. Okay, that should give you a total of 9 stitches. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. You should have 9 stitches. So now what we're going to do is, for round 3, I am going to slip stitch into this very first stitch. And now I'm going to kind of pull my yarn and do kind of like a tall chain, so it's a little bit taller. I'm going to work 2 double crochet and a half double crochet in the same stitch that I just slip stitched into. So I'll work 2 double. So there's my 2 double. And a half double crochet into the same stitch that you slip stitched into. It helps give it the little bit of it needs for the side of the heart, okay? Okay, so to continue, now I'm going to single crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now this stitch right here, I single crocheted in 3 stitches. Now I'm going to slip stitch in 1 stitch. I'm going to single crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I got 1 more stitch left. This very last stitch, I'm going to work a half double crochet and 2 double crochets. So there's a half double crochet, and I'm going to work 2 double crochet in that same stitch. So see, you can start to see it's starting to look like a heart. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to slip stitch in this very middle this very first stitch here that we slip stitch into, I'm going to slip stitch into the top of that slip stitch. So I'm just going to insert my hook right there and slip stitch right there, like that. Okay, for round 4, we're going to work 2 single crochet in this first stitch, 2 single crochet in this next stitch, and we're going to 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4. And now we're going to work this very bottom stitch, which was a slip stitch for the previous row. We're going to work 2 single crochets in it, so it helps kind of round the bottom so it doesn't pull up. So there's 1 single crochet, and then we'll work 1 more single crochet in that same spot. So there's 2. I'm going to single crochet up the next 4 stitches. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And in these very last 2 stitches, I'm going to work 2 single crochets in a piece. There's 2, last stitch, 1, and 2. There's 2. Okay, and then I'm going to slip stitch into this very first slip stitch that we made earlier. Slip stitch right there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is to give it a little bit more indentation here, I'm going to cut the tail. Okay, so I just cut my tail, and to give it a little bit more indentation right here, I'm going to show y'all how I weave the ends in. We'll pull that through and tighten that because it kind of looks a little bit rounded right now. So let me get my yarn needle and I'll show y'all. So I'll just... So to give it a little bit more indentation right there at the top so it looks more like a heart, because you see how these have a little bit more indentation. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my yarn and I'm going to go right here in the middle of it. I'm going to pull my tail right through the middle of it and pull it down. And then knot it and weave it in. So then it makes a little bit more of an indentation, like so. So you just pull that knot, or pull that tail down, like so, knot it, weave in the ends, and weave in that other end. And that is how you make a cute little heart applique. I hope y'all enjoyed this tutorial. If y'all did, be sure and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and be sure to check out my blog for more free crochet patterns and all my free tutorials. And happy crocheting, guys!